kill people.
Yeah, it's a cinematic triumph.
Oh, but no, Over the Top is better than goddamn Roadhouse. As a dude who,
Roadhouse is Over the Top.
found activities to do with his son. That's a bonding movie.
We're starting, man. Well, I had to capture this moment. We have to capture this. Fuck Roadhouse.
I always wanted, me not having a dad around, I always liked Over the Top.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I want my dad to arm wrestle strange men in weird places and drive around in a truck with me. I want that shit.
What the fuck is Roadhouse? You told me about this last time. I don't know.
Roadhouse is
Patrick
Patrick
Swayze.
Swayze's worst movie.
I'm in already.
He's a bouncer. He's a
alright,
bouncer
he's in.
just like you.
With
was.
and he fought a dude with a knife boot.
And he rips people's
no.
throats
Oh,
out with his
man.
bare hands.
Mm.
You gotta learn that move.
You gotta
So
get those.
the next time somebody heckles, you just.
Do they still make knife boots?
I don't know. I think you got to do it yourself now.
Wait
Little
up, you mean
homemade?
like
The
the
homemade knife boot.
James Bond one where it comes out of the boot, or the
No,
one
this
where you
one was like
stash
an
in the boot?
obvious knife boot. Like it was just
all
out. He was just
fucking-
walking around the club with a 2-inch blade sticking out of his fucking boot, and no one said shit. No one was like, "Yo, why the fuck you got a knife sticking out of your boot?"
Dude, you get pointed out so fast. I'll point out a guy with long, pointy boots. Like, if
Yeah.
you have a knife, come on.
The guy was in the club, Patrick Swayze pointed out that guy, knife boot, gonna be trouble. How the fuck he's the only one that seen a knife boot?
We've already officially started, man. I love it. All right. Well, welcome, man.
Thank you.
Mr.
Thank you for
Mono
having me.
Martin.
Thank you for
Yeah.
having me.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Awesome.
shaking hands.
How you doing, man?
I'm well, man. Chilling.
How's Phoenix been treating you so
Phoenix
far?
has been treating me well. I'm hitting on your bartender out there.
Nice. Good for
She got
you.
big old booties. So I got it. A white girl with a big butt. You can't let that get past you.
That's
You
right,
gotta
man.
try. You gotta,
Old
you know.
man, right?
Yeah, isn't it? Went to the strip club yesterday. Never really like hanging out at strip clubs, but going with another comic who knows everybody and going there and just talking to the strippers
Yeah.
was a lot fun. It was so much fun.
Which one did you go to?
We went to 3. We went to Dream Girls or Dream something like that. Dream Nights or something
I
like that.
don't know that
It was a nude bar, but they didn't get nude.
That's a
Then you
letdown.
have Highlight, and then there was like one right before that. I forgot the name of it.
Candy store?
Cheetahs.
Oh, Cheetahs?
Yeah, and there was like some light skinned black chick that I fell in love with. As soon as I walked in, I just smiled, but I ignored the shit out of her. I ignored her because I was like, I'm not gonna pay. And me and her just started hanging out and talking. She gave
Yeah.
me a free lap dance.
Nice, man.
Get the fuck out.
I swear to God,
I
she
never-
was like-
come on.
She
You
did.
do.
I swear to God, she
You're
gave me a
just
free lap.
that
She was just-
charming, huh?
We were just talking, and she was just like, "So you're not gonna pay?" I was like, "I don't pay for friendship."
You're smooth, man.
I try to be.
I would get thrown out and punched in the mouth.
She enjoyed it. She enjoyed it. She made her money somewhere else, but she kept coming back to me, and we were talking and hanging out, and it was fun. And she was
Yeah.
like, "Hit me up before you leave," but I don't think she's gonna do it.
Have
I
you
don't
had
think
any
she gonna do
horror
anything.
stories at strip clubs?
Not really, man. Not
No?
really. I don't really go. My friends used to go a lot when we were younger. One of them got their cell phone stolen by a stripper.
Yeah. My brother got his wallet stolen.
By a stripper?
Yeah.
Yeah, these strippers are ruthless. They
Yeah.
like those monkeys in different countries that just steal your wallet and shit.
right in front of you. Too.
Uh-huh.
Just fucking, yeah.
I
What
have a
about
friend
you?
Can't trust
that
a
told me that you should wear sweatpants when you go to a strip club. And
Those are
he
the
would always
creeps,
wear
they-
Sweatpants?
He would wear sweatpants.
So you
It's a
get
freaky
nuts, so
story.
you can come. You get the lap dance and the friction and all that, and you just
Yeah.
come with yourself.
Oh, man.
Yeah, but you look like a creep walking
Yeah,
into
just
a
walking
strip
in there
club
with
with
sweatpants.
sweatpants.
They'll charge you. They'll go blow you or screw you for
Yeah.
money. Like the second one we went to, the second one we went to, there were girls who were just like, "You want dick suck? What do you want to do? You want to go and fuck? Blah blah
Yeah,
blah."
that raspy voice like that, too.
Just like that. It was crunch time. It closed at 2. It was like
Crunch time.
11:45. They was like, "Who want to fuck? You want to fuck?" Like they had the bar. They was like, "What you want to do? You want to fuck?"
Hey,
That's awesome, man.
Hey, blow this smoke in your pee hole.
so you know
Is
you're
that too
not.
far?
I love it. I love it. Good shit. Oh, shit. Well, I had a couple questions for you, man.
Shoot.
Let's
do
As
it.
much as the pee hole blowing is funny,
It is good.
I wanted to talk to you about. I heard an interview with you, man, where you're talking about getting rid of jokes, or defining jokes,
Yeah.
throwaway
yeah.
jokes.
Throwing away jokes.
What does that mean to you exactly? Can you define that to
It
our
means to
listeners?
evolve. You got to
Sure.
evolve. People stunt their growth in this business. A lot of people stunt their growth in this business by trying to chase the funny and trying to grow. Because you grow as a person, so why shouldn't you grow on stage? But a lot of people are addicted to killing all the time, and they kind of, when you kill all the time without building new material, you're just kind of pandering and catering.
Sure.
And you're not growing at all.
Plateauing.
And that was taught to me kind of like early on in my career, maybe like 4 years in. My mentor, I was working on material about growing up in foster care. I was like, I don't know, it ain't working, it ain't funny. He was like, why are you being a whore for laughs? He was like, you're interesting. That's what they're going to laugh at. He was like, you find ways to say what you want and be a beast. Be a beast on stage by continuing to be interesting. And I was like, that makes a lot of guys. It made comedy so much easier to me.
Seems like you have to learn that lesson soon, right?
You
Early
got
in
it,
the career,
yeah. A lot of people don't learn it until 10
Yeah.
years in.
Really?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then
10 years
by
is where
then-
you come into it, where you kind of like come into yourself. You know what you can do, what you can't do, and you start exploring in that. And you're no longer a whore for laughs because you're just like, everybody's gonna laugh. If you're coming to the show, you're coming to laugh.
Yeah.
So I gotta say something, or I gotta be myself up there. Yep.
Yeah, that it seems great to have a mentor that can instill that belief in you,
Yeah.
and so you can believe in yourself as well. Because the best time, it seems like for me, I'm not a comic, but if from the outside, it would seem like you want to do that right away, like right when you're still finding your legs, you're still trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
Because it's all fucked up at that point, right?
Well,
Yeah,
I mean-
but you need the first couple years to stink. You need it to stink, so you don't become arrogant. You know, there's
The
a lot of
humbling experience?
Yeah, you need those humbling experiences. You need those no's. You're always gonna get no's, but you need to stink for a while so you know what the bottom feels like, and then you're not afraid of it anymore. I remember hearing the story of Dave Chappelle bombing and getting booed at Apollo Theater, and he was like, I wasn't afraid to do bad anymore. So because that's
you hit
the
the
end.
bottom?
He's like, I hit the
Yeah.
bottom. That's the end. That's it. I have nothing to fear.
Yeah.
And a lot of comics are afraid of bombing. I love bombing.
Do you?
Yeah,
Do you
because
milk
I
it?
know I milk the shit out of it, and I know that if I'm bombing, I listen to the set and I go, all right, didn't work. That didn't work. I should have did this differently, and hopefully by the next couple times, I'm murdering
Yeah.
with the same exact material, just tweaked.
Nice. So, I mean, that's the thing though with comedy. It's like there are rules, but there's not rules, right? Like,
We make
it's-
our own rules. We
Yeah.
police each other.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and that's an important thing, though, right? I mean, you
Yeah.
have to, right? Because otherwise, guys are gonna be ripping shit. left and right.
The rules are be authentic, be original, don't steal, and do your best. That's it. Those should be the rules. But other comics got that whole don't sit down, you shouldn't be sitting down, you shouldn't be doing this. It's like, who cares?
Yeah, see, I
if that
think-
guy is
yeah.
going up there and he's sitting down and he's murdering, then he is allowed to sit down.
Yeah.
If he's sitting down and he's bombing, then stand up.
Yeah.
You know?
What's your view on the whole sit down thing, man? You think
I don't
it's-
care.
You don't give a
I,
shit.
I don't give a shit.
They give you a bench.
Yeah, I'm like, it's
Exactly.
not for water.
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing wrong with that thing?
Card fill up already? That's all good. Well, I mean, that's.
I've done it. I've been
you?
there. What happened?
No, I forgot. I wiped those cards before every show, and I forgot to do that. So you put the 16 gig in there?
Yeah, it's
Shit.
not.
Uh-oh.
Uh-uh.
Technical. It's all
We just
good.
got this one right here,
We got-
baby.
this is the
no, you
important one, man. It's you anyways.
Yeah, that's dope.
They don't need to fucking see me. They don't want to see me in West.
What were we talking about?
Oh, just well, what about
I
trimming
was
the?
sitting down.
Yeah, well but what about just like trimming the fat off jokes? I mean, have you gotten better at that?
I listen to a lot of comics I admire, and I heard once again Bill Burr said this in an interview. Some jokes need fat. Fat is personality.
Interesting.
You know, you watch
Sure.
any Bill Burr set, there's still a lot of fat, but he's still great.
Sure.
There's still a lot of, what else? And yeah, and this and but that's who he is.
Sure.
Because it's a conversation.
Yeah.
You know, and I think comics forget to go up there and have a conversation. I've been lucky to learn a lot in this business from different comics because also starting out when I was in Philly, there was this one comic named B Flat. And she seen me trying a lot, and I did her show one time, and before I went on stage, she pulls me to the side and she goes, "You're talking to your friends.
Yeah.
Don't treat it like you're doing anything else except having a conversation.
Yeah.
And you go out there and you treat it like that. When you talk to your friends, you don't go out there and be like, you kind of ease into it.
Sure.
What's up with you? Blah, blah,
Right,
blah.
right.
You don't got to ask them what's up, but you can kind of just ease into it and then let them get on your rhythm and then start smacking them in the face.
Yeah.
Not literally smacking them in the face.
Right,
That'd be
right.
weird. Just, huh?
Oh, that's good though, man. Because I think, I think that's an interesting concept about leaving the fat or trimming the fat. Like, what do you do? Like,
If you're a joke writer, I guess it's good to trim the fat. You know what I mean? But if you are more of a conversational style, then yeah, you need that fat. You're talking to people. You're not, you know what I mean? You're not talking at them. You're talking to them.
Yeah.
So all those little and this and what's up with you and blah blah blah. Those bring people into the show more.
sure.
You know what I mean? They feel like they're really there with you.
Do you think that that's your voice now? Like that's your style?
At this point, yeah, I like that. I like going up there, and I like this. This is how my comedy is now.
Exactly.
I know what I'm gonna talk about, but I don't know how I'm gonna get there. So I just get up there and I'm like, all right, this is how I feel. This is what I'm gonna open up with. Or this is how you're reacting to this. This is how I'm gonna go about this then.
Sure. Do you
You know?
think? I mean, this is an evolution of having it trimmed down so much though, because I think of like
so.
Woody Allen. I mean, it's just one liner after one liner. You know what I mean? Like he didn't have that. Like
It's almost
Yeah.
like comedy's a lot like boxing too, though. As in, like you start off, you do 3 rounds, then you do 5, 6 rounds,
Build
like,
it.
eventually you work your way up to 12. But like, it's finding your voice. But like, when you're doing 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
Oh yeah, you
15
need to trim that
minutes, like-
fat. No one wants to see 5 minutes of so yeah, shit crazy. These shoots. It's like, dude, you're doing 5 minutes, but an hour is. I heard Jerry. I love referencing comics so people know that I'm not just coming up on this on my own. But Jerry Seinfeld said comedy doesn't start until you're doing an hour. That's comedy.
Yeah.
And that makes a lot of sense. You can make people laugh for 10, 20, 30 minutes, but
Sure.
when it's an hour and you got to entertain and you got to take them on a ride, that's comedy.
Yeah.
And I believe that.
Yeah.
I believe it's easy to kill in 15 minutes, in 30 minutes, but doing 45 minutes where these people are paying their checks,
Sure.
or some of them heard 2 other comics before you do 30 minutes and they're drunk and they're doing this. You got to keep them
Yeah,
alive.
keep them engaged.
You know,
Sure.
they gotta be like, yeah. You gotta make them forget that they bought drinks. You don't ever want them to be like, get more drinks. No, fuck that.
Did you find that really difficult for yourself to cross into that 1 hour mark?
Did I got pushed in that shit.
Yeah?
I did.
Did you get like left out to hang at one time or what?
In Philly, there was this open mic called Lickety Split. It used to be every Sunday, and I used to go there faithfully. And it used to be, at one point, it was packed with comics. Every single comic in the city would go there because there would be a big audience. And then it started dying down. The audience started dying down. I kept going, and it got to a point where there'd be 3 people, and the host would be, and I'd go up there and be like, all right, we'll do 10 minutes. And he'll just go, keep going, keep going.
Just go.
Just keep going.
Yeah.
So you get comfortable with doing long times, and then I started doing colleges. Like I would open up for my friend doing like maybe 10 to 20, and then I just got thrown into doing colleges by myself. And you're like, shit, I got to talk about everything I've ever wrote. So I would literally go up there with every single joke I ever wrote and try to put it together. And it wouldn't be good. It's a college. I just, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I was like
sure.
4 years in, so it was terrible. But I got comfortable with the duration. I got comfortable with going up there and going, all right, I did an hour. 25 of that was really good, and the rest was shit. But I'm comfortable with the time. I stopped sweating.
Yeah.
I stopped. You learn how to pace yourself, but then you start just to learn. Like once I learned it was a conversation, it got easier because
Yeah.
you don't got to do crowd work, but you got to be able to attack a subject like you're talking to buddies,
Sure. Yeah.
and then people will be more engaged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think we've really touched base on that, but like, what's the difference in your opinion from a college crowd versus just like a club?
College students are sensitive. They are, but they
Like
pay the most money
PC
for it right now.
sensitive or like
Not even the college, the college is always PC. They're
Sure.
always like, even if they don't give you rules, the kids are still like, oh, did he just say that? And it's funny because if you talk about homosexuality at college, everybody goes like this, but I'm like, all of you are gay though.
Yeah. You're blowing him.
I don't mean that in a bad way, but a lot of you kids, I know, I can see it. Your hair, you're gay. Like, you just see a kid just sitting there. Like, I did a college, it was me, my friend Mateo, and Lil Duval. We did a college like a week ago. And Mateo went up there and he's talking, and he's a gay guy, he's being funny. And he sees he's doing his gay jokes, and he sees a little black kid kind of being hard, but you can tell that he still has some effeminate ways.
Sure.
Mateo was just like, "Why are you uncomfortable? You're gay. You didn't know that?" He's like, "Look at your outfit. Look at this. Look at how you're sitting."
He's super gay.
Yeah, he's like, "You're." And it was funny, but they got images to try to keep
Maintain,
up and
yeah.
maintain.
Sure.
So they don't want to laugh at certain things because they feel that if they laugh at it, then they accept it. They're accepting it. You know
Well, it's
what I
still
mean?
so awkward at that age, right? It's a
Yeah.
weird time to be in college and like you're trying to figure yourself out.
Yeah,
You just came out
your
of high school.
body's weird.
Yeah.
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 You fell in love with the first chick that gave you some. This is everything.
And
you know?
you're literally putting yourself in front of professors that are just, they're such
Destroying
dicks.
you.
It's like everything that they say is right, and they're literally just every class is just indoctrinating you.
Yeah.
Like
Killing you
you
with
might find a
honesty,
good professor every
decency.
now and then that's like teaching you how to think and like look at a subject and
Yeah.
how to digest it your way. But a lot of professors are like, "This is how it is. This is how it is."
Yeah.
And,
But you don't go to college to. This is what me and my friends we decided. You go to college to remember what you learn. You don't really learn anything new. You teach. You teach yourself in high school. In high school and like elementary and stuff. You're taught to teach yourself. Then when you go to college, you're just teaching yourself. He's giving you information. It may not be facts, but you got to be able to decipher if it's facts and all that stuff. But a lot of them, they take that as gold. This is what he meant. This is what it is.
Yeah.
So
Set in stone.
they're sensitive, but I still have fun with them. I had fun at the school where he called the little dude out and all this stuff. I still have fun at colleges, even though they're sensitive, because I like that. I like playing off of their sensitivity, because then if they feel like that, those are the next ones they're growing up. They're gonna be the same people that have been in comedy clubs in like 3-4 years.
Yeah.
So I might as well figure out how to talk to them. Might as well figure out how not to cater, but to get into that psyche.
Well,
It's
I'm
like, what are you sensitive about?
Yeah.
Why are you sensitive about it?
Yeah. Well, I'm sure that kid's never gonna forget that day either. You know?
Oh yeah, he's gonna come to his Mateo show and be like, I am gay. I'll blow you after the show. I told you.
He's gonna tweet you a dick pic or something.
No.
Well, it seems like a good opportunity to kind of find the line since they're so sensitive.
Yeah.
Like to be able to dance on that line a little bit, not push them too far where they get upset and walk off, but
Yeah.
not be too conservative with what you're
But
saying.
but if they walk off, you know what you said was wrong, and you can either accept it or kind of make it a little funnier. Like,
Was it wrong?
comics love walking people. Y'all don't know that.
yeah, you guys
A
do
comic-
have a sick pleasure about that.
Yeah, the clubs hate it. Oh man, we're losing money. But a comic would text his friend, just walk like 4 people. Awesome. And especially if you're walking them, not because you're saying some horseshit jokes, but because you're telling the truth. Like I did at college, and I did one of the same jokes I did here. I started off and I go, take it in, enjoy this moment you're having with me, because I'll probably get shot by a cop in a couple of weeks. And 3 kids got up and left. Like, ugh, why?
Really?
But it wasn't that wasn't funny because they laughed here. It was that it's the truth. It's something that can fit. It's something that could possibly happen, and they didn't want to deal with that.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, but it took that joke for me to realize that's what it was.
Yeah.
Because the other kids stayed, and they were just like, that shit was funny. And I go, well, they left. It goes, yeah, because they're sensitive. They didn't want to deal with it.
Maybe they just don't want. Like, it's hard for them to think outside of their own mind. And
they
when you're
haven't
confronted
processed
with
it,
a
yeah.
different opinion, like DePaulo was here, and he's
I
by
love
far
DePaulo.
the most extreme as far as anyone that's been on this stage and for this crowd. And you would think this crowd of all crowds would be the most accepting of what he has to say.
No,
But no.
he's white saying it. That's the problem. That's the problem. Not his problem. That's their problem.
Right.
Yeah, I like this because most people don't talk about it. When you're a white comic, you gotta be clever with telling the truth. I feel like Bill Burr and Louis C.K. and all those guys, they had to go. They had to dance
Go
around
around.
it and go. "Ooh, here we go.
Yeah.
This is how I feel." But black comics, we can just go straight forward.
Sure.
We can just go at
Yeah,
it.
that's
We
true.
get that luxury. We don't. That's the only luxury we get.
Yeah, they gotta find like a trap door in.
I know.
There's
but
only
the-
one little trap door to get in.
But
It's a
the
joke.
thing is, we get that luxury of keeping it real, but then we don't get the luxury of, like, you know, all getting the careers we want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because there's only like a couple of roles out there for people, and you just gotta create your own shit. So that's I don't know why I changed the subject to that, but that's like the perks of being black, and then they get the cons, you know, where I can go, oh yeah, I can talk about how fucked up growing up in foster care is. I can talk about how fucked up shooting cops are, but I mean, cops getting shot or shooting cops are, but there still has to be a need for me in order for me to have a career.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sure. So
Well, I know Seton Smith. Like he did that.
I
TED-
love Seton.
He's the
he's
shit,
cool.
man.
Yeah.
And I remember when we talked to him. I mean, I don't know if did you see his TED talk about race?
No.
Yeah,
Like
it's a
it's
great
pretty interesting. Like he's talking about like catering comedy around race and how he kind of adapts his act. And well, is that a fair statement to make as far as adapting
Kind
the
of,
act?
yeah.
Yeah.
Adapting
How
the act
it has
based
to
off
be
of the
tailored.
crowd.
You're not pandering. When you're adapting, you're not pandering is saying exactly what they want the entire time.
Yeah.
Adapting is finding a way for you to say what you want in a way that they may not be as offended.
Sure.
So that's a good thing. I like Seton. He's very progressive. I don't know
he
why I
was
said
saying
progressive.
that he realized after a while that he was going about that wrong though, because he was
Yeah,
saying that
right.
at first he was trying to adapt based on, I guess, the identity of the crowd, but then he was like, well, then I was in Providence and there was some, you know, he's like,
Right.
it was all white and it was a bunch of gangster motherfuckers, and like he
He
was
said
like,
that
my
they
other
were
shit
even
wasn't
more-
working on them,
Yeah.
and then
Oh, white gangsters are the worst ones. Everybody's afraid.
Tell me about it.
Black men they are feared worldwide, but I don't know why. I'm more scared of a white gangster than a black
Seriously.
gangster. I am.
Yeah. It takes some
Well,
weird
you
shit
are,
for
yeah.
you to get.
I
into.
am. I was
Yeah,
like,
you
fuck
are.
that.
That's why you gotta get
So
rid of those
much.
juggalos, man.
acts of violence, man. There's no like organization to it. I feel like
Yeah.
they start gangs of like 5 and 6 people and then just do crazy shit because
Yeah,
they
there's-
want their 5-person gang to get a rep.
Exactly. At least with black gangs, it's like, yo, we want our own community. We want this. White gangs is like, no, we just want to fuck shit up.
Yeah.
We kill the pizza
Sons
guy.
of Anarchy is about nothing.
Yeah,
much
exactly,
more
right?
nihilistic than
Yeah.
than some
God.
cultural evolution.
I hated Sons of Anarchy.
It's
though,
about
man. Like,
nothing. I watched it. I love the show. This is white freedom.
It's
This is
absurd.
about nothing.
they're just trying to romanticize just this shit culture, though. And like,
Yeah.
it's like, okay, now they're going back to Ireland because that's what the biker gangs do. They're not just smoking meth and
Oh yeah, they go back to
Like,
Ireland
yeah.
so they can get drunk and
Fuck shit
die
up
in a
over
car
there.
accident or something.
Well, so let's talk about the upbringing, man. So you started out in Philly,
Yeah.
and then what was the process through that?
What do you mean, like growing up or comedy?
Both.
Okay,
And-
well, growing up, I grew up like foster care, so I went in foster care at like 7. So I just moved around a lot. I lived with a lot of different people. I was in foster care probably until the age of like 18, 19, and then I stayed in the system until like 22, I believe, because they put me in this thing called supervised independent living, where they gave you an apartment, but then they have to come and check up on you.
Really? I
Yeah,
hadn't
they
even heard
they,
of
they
that.
make sure you got to have a job, you got to be in school, all that stuff.
How
So
does that work? I don't want to interrupt, but do they move you out like once you turn 18? All right, you got to get out of
gotta get
foster
out of here.
care. Now
well,
you're
they
on your
kid you.
own.
Most people. When you age out at 18, and they kind of a lot of former foster kids end up homeless because in foster care you're never taught any life skills. You're just taught to survive, but you're not taught how to survive. You know, they're just like we're putting a roof over your head. You need to go to school, and you can get a summer job if you want. That's it. Those are not real life skills. So I had to do a lot of this stuff on my own, like seek out other programs and stuff like that. And I learned how to like manage bank accounts. I learned how to like interview for jobs I wanted, dress for the jobs I wanted, kind of just like move through the system.
Yeah.
Kind of sort of. So when I when I hit 18, they were like, all right, you got to go. And I was like, I don't. There's a program here called SIL that I can be a part of. And it was like, well, you got to interview for that. And most people who interview, a lot of men don't really get in when they interview for that because it's mainly for mainly for women, because a lot of women in foster care, they end up being pregnant before they graduate high school and stuff like that. So they're not just going to kick them out in the street. A lot of them, they give them their own places. And I was like, nope, I can do that. Interviewed with my one and only program. They loved me, and I moved in there, and I had my own place. I was in school. I was in college. I mean, college and school is the same exact thing. I had a job. I was in school, and I was just using that to figure out what I wanted to do the rest of my life.
Yeah.
But once I kind of finished with that, I was like, I don't want to be in a dead-end job. I don't know what I want to do. So I continued going to school. I ended up being a teaching assistant, and then I started doing comedy. And once I started doing comedy, I was like, all right, I can probably do this. And then one of my co-workers kind of put things in perspective for me. She was like, you're young, you have no responsibilities. Why aren't you focusing on this? And I just moved to New York 2 months later.
Shit, man.
Wow.
No money. I was just like, I'm
committed.
going to do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just like, she's right. And I started loving comedy. I loved comedy when she told me that, but I started loving it more once I moved.
Yeah.
Once I was like, yeah, this is what I want to do.
So were you still under the care of that program when you
No,
moved?
no.
You just pulled the plug and left.
Because I was already,
awesome.
I aged out of that.
Yeah.
So I moved to New York at 24, 25. So I aged out of that. So I was already on my own, was out the program for 2 years in between.
So when did you officially start doing comedy then?
I started doing comedy turning 21.
21.
Yeah.
Is that late? I mean, is that?
No, it's not late. There's
pretty
very
average.
rare people. It's average, but I feel like more people start comedy 21, 22.
Yeah.
Because you're not allowed really into the bars and stuff like that.
Right, until
you're old enough to drink.
Sure.
So, yeah, I started at a normal age.
Yeah. So then in New York, how'd you get established there? You just were hitting up the scene
just
and just
pounding,
going?
just hitting the freaking pavement. I used to sleep on my friend's recliner for a couple of months, and he used to laugh at me because he would see me I would make an Excel spreadsheet of all the open mics that hit up in the city.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, all right, Tuesday, this is this day, this is what I'm going to do, this is what I'm going to do, this is what I'm going to do. Boom, boom, boom. And I just kept doing that. And I would find little shows here and there and little clubs to hang out at. And then while doing that, I would go back to Philly to host or feature and stuff like that. So I was meeting a lot of comics from New York who were already headliners, and they would see me perform. They'd be like, you're fucking funny. You live in New York? And I'm like, yeah. And they'll see me in New York. And I remember one comic, Godfrey. You ever heard of Godfrey?
Yeah,
he
we
was
had him
here.
here.
Yeah, Godfrey's awesome. And he did this. There's two comics who did this for me. Godfrey did this. There's a club called Stand Up New York, and I used to hang out all the time and try to get a guest spot. And they wanted to book him because he stopped coming there. And I was sitting there. He was like, he talked to the booker. He was like, Benji, you know Monroe? And he was like, yeah, I'm familiar with him. I'd never really seen him perform. He was like, if you start booking him, I'll start working here.
Really?
And that's what he said.
Batted for you, huh?
Yeah, he said if you start, he's like, he's funny. You got to give him a shot. If you start booking him, I'll start sending you dates.
That's so awesome.
And they gave me dates, and the first two were but Benji seen it. He was just like, he's only nervous because there's that pressure. But once he seen that pressure start to lift off of me, he gave me more spots. He would give me paid spots, maybe on a Tuesday and stuff like that. Now before that was another comic named Chris Stefano from Guy Code. I don't know if he did this club, but he's pretty.
No, I don't think
He's real funny.
Yeah.
And I remember hanging out at this club called Broadway, and me and him did maybe one or two shows together. And I didn't really think he knew who I was or whatever, but I was hanging at this club, and I guess the booker came over to him and was like, who the fuck is that guy? Who's him? I know everybody else, but not him. And he goes, oh, that's Monroe. He's really fucking funny. Mm-hmm. And the dude came over to me and was like, yeah, Chris said you're funny. Send me a tape. Sent him a tape, and he booked me every single night.
Shit.
Yeah, I was booked every single night for a year straight.
Really?
This is
An entire-
and people shit on these clubs. People go, "Oh, Broadway stinker," blah blah blah. I go,
yeah.
these clubs The one that helped me survive. Not even off of money, but they allowed me to get my foot in the door with comedy.
Yeah,
So
just work on the
especially
craft.
in New York. So I didn't care. I'm doing 12 o'clock. I'm hosting a 12 o'clock show with nothing but foreigners, and I'm going up there giving them my best. And they just kept giving me more spots, and that's what New York is about. It's about taking that little shit and making it big. But a lot of
Sure.
people think they're above the little shit, which is annoying.
ego, yeah.
Like I won't bark, and I won't sell you tickets, and I'm not bringing people to your show. But if you want me to host it, or I'll do your shitty spots. But I'm not doing that, you know. And that's what I would do. I would just go and be like, all right, I'll host. I'll do this. And I had those 2 clubs working for me, and then I met this comic named Keith Robinson, who's my mentor. It's like my uncle, and at that time he kind of helped me navigate through the system. Going, look, just focus on your fucking funny. Stop trying to network with people. Stop trying to pass out business cards. Stop trying to do all that shit. Your funny speaks for itself, because if people see that you're funny, they're going to talk about you. Then the other people who they're talking to are going to start talking to you more about you. So, and he was right. Like, I went from getting mistake for other comics to people knowing who the fuck I was. And all I did was just work on the funny. I didn't try to be like, well, let me book you on this show and you do this show. I just worked on the funny. I worked on the set, and he told me what was going to get me to that next level. And when I told him about the foster care, he was like, if you talk about that, that's what's going to give you a career, because that's going to set the foundation of shit you could talk about. He was like, because if you can talk about foster care, that'll allow you to talk about any fucking thing you want. And at first it didn't make sense. I was like, no, don't, because they're only going to want me to talk about foster care. But the way I decided to talk about it, I just threw facts out there were funny. And so I was known for that. Now people, and they hear me, they go, oh, this is true, but it's fucking hilarious. So he was right. He was definitely right.
Do you think, I've always been interested with this, I mean, because I play music, and I'm also doing comedy right now, too. Working on the darker shit in your past, I mean, obviously, is that what gave you...
Yeah,
gave you the
it
green
makes
light?
you realize some shit about yourself.
Sure.
And I'm happy that he made me do that, because it makes you take some pride in what the fuck you do. Like talking about how I grew up, and talk about relationships I had with my mom, and the relationships that I had to deal with foster parents. It made comedy so much easier. Like I'm like, so what? I'm sleeping on somebody's couch. In foster care, I just said, like, I had to sleep in the basement. I slept
you've been
on
in worse
cots.
shit. Yeah.
I've been in worse situations. So that made me put it in perspective and go, this is a cakewalk. This is a fucking cakewalk.
Yeah.
And talking about that gave me the confidence to kind of just say whatever I want and have no repercussion for it. I was like, whatever.
Right.
As long as I make it interesting, as long as I don't try to make it creative. His thing was, he was like, stop trying to take gold and make gold. And he was like, you got great, man. You were blessed with a shitty past.
I know that. Yeah.
He said, you were
That's
blessed
what
with
I
a
was thinking.
shitty past.
Yeah.
Why are you trying to be creative about it? Go up there and be your fucking self.
Yeah.
You're goofy, you're lovable, you're charming. Just talk.
Yeah.
And that's what I do.
Yeah, man. Well, so do you think like that's the new approach with? I mean, obviously things are going better for you now. So how do you still look at the dark shit to try to
Oh
get
yeah,
some inspiration?
definitely. I did radio yesterday, and we were talking, and like I made a realization. I was like, it's easier to adopt It's easier to adopt a child than an animal. That's some dark shit to realize. But my job isn't to keep it dark. It's to bring light to it and kind of make you not feel bad
About that.
about it, but realize it and realize the humor in it. You know?
Yeah, of course.
Mm-hmm. Like he got a joke. He's talking about his mom. What is it? I think it was his mom being a gangster, and she would shoot people. Like she actually shot people. But he go, but guess what? Lights were always on. And that's funny. It's a funny thing to realize that. And I had to do that about my shit. I go, all right, my mom was a little fucked up. I know why, because she was young. But I'm going to have fun with it. My mom loves my material. She thinks it's funny. She'll call me. Yeah, I'm watching you on Last Comic Standing online. Yeah, it's hilarious because I'm talking about it. I'm not disrespecting her. I'm just saying how it is. So my mom can she hates dealing with the truth, but that's a way where she can kind of be like, all right, he
well,
doesn't
you're
hate me.
twisting
Turned
it
it
in
into
manner.
something good.
Yeah, he doesn't hate me. So
You're being positive with it, man.
Yeah.
You're turning it into positive.
the thing that I like doing, and the thing that I like doing with dark humor, everybody has dark past. Everybody
Sure.
has some shit that goes on behind closed doors. You just got to, but that's the norm. But people act like that's not normal.
Right.
Yeah.
No one lives that 7 heaven life.
Right.
So I talk about that so people feel comfortable with it. And now I have people come up to me after shows, dude, that shit is hilarious, man. I got an aunt like that, or I got this like that, or this is how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Do you think, as a comic, especially now, the whole process is kind of more exposed, in the sense of like, have you ever seen the movie The Truman Show?
Yeah.
With
Oh,
Jim-
yeah.
Jim Carrey?
There's,
that moment at the end where he goes up the step and then he goes into like the black room or whatever, and they say
Yeah.
like creative people need to have that like room again, that creative outlet, just to kind of be in your own little zone. Do you do
definitely,
that?
definitely. Yeah, man. That's why my agents hate it. I don't tweet. I don't really do any of that stuff. And I was
Yeah.
like, hey, you got to tweet more. Why? That's what stand-up is for. Stand-up is for me to disappear when I want and
Yeah.
then come back when
Come
I
back.
want. But Twitter, you're always in communication and contact with these guys, and you don't have anything to yourself because now you're just tweeting every single fucking thing. Had a good time here, did here, spent a good. You're taking pictures with people, and look at what I did. It's like, where's your privacy?
Yeah.
You know, I'm already vulnerable and open on stage, so I got to do that when I'm not on stage too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't tweet that much. I only got 7,000 followers. And I'm sorry that I don't tweet that much.
Yeah, DePaulo had an interesting point. He's like, what the fuck? Am I supposed to entertain you all the time for free?
Yeah, it's like, no, get the fuck out of here, man.
Yeah.
Like, Chappelle didn't have to tweet. Richard Pryor didn't have to tweet. Bill Burr didn't have to tweet. These people just did their comedy, and they created a buzz because it was like you had to be there type of thing. You know what I mean? I like Twitter because it gives people it brings another type of comic out. You know, it's
Sure.
not just that comic who can go on stages. It's like, oh, that guy's a really good writer. He's this, he's that, he's this.
Yeah.
So it makes a lot more people famous and gives them the opportunity. But I'm also like, I don't care. I'm not going to keep tweeting and keep talking to you. Come to a goddamn show if you want to know how I'm doing.
Yeah.
It's definitely a double-edged sword, all this
Yeah.
stuff. And even, to a certain extent, these podcasts. Man, it's weird. I was thinking about this earlier because I saw you and your
You
friends.
shitting on podcasts on the podcast?
Yeah. Well, I'm bringing up what I think is a valid point
No, no.
because I think when I saw you guys, you and your friends on Artie Lang,
Mm-hmm.
I thought it's weird now because not too many people watch it,
Mm-hmm.
but let's say you were to blow the fuck up.
Yeah.
Then someone could go back retroactively and look at the struggle you were.
Exactly.
Never before was that available. You can never see someone struggle from
trail.
the beginning.
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely. I like that aspect, but I like it in moderation. I'm not going to keep doing all these things. Like, I cut back on podcasts. I only make sure if they're, like, important ones, like these ones and stuff like this is for the club. This is more advertising. I don't like doing people's podcasts when I was like, yeah, man, we're just going to chill in my basement. We're going to shoot the shit. I don't fucking chill in your
Smoke
basement
weed.
and shoot the shit. What is that going to do?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I
Absolutely.
used to have a podcast and it was fun because what we did was we just we exposed another side of comedy. We just dissected your fucked upness and made it normal. That's what we did. It's just
Yeah.
like you're a normal person.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about your writing process then. I mean, how disciplined are you? Like,
I
what's
used to
your-
sit down and write joke for joke. Now I go up there, I write on stage, then I listen to it, and then I take the best out of that, and then I take it back on stage.
So you literally just try new shit and then go back and then wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
Because once again, I heard Bill Burr go, your best shit is the shit you remember.
Yeah.
If you got to look at a book to find your best joke, then it wasn't your best joke.
I like
Think
that.
about that.
Yeah.
It's a pickup line. That's all our jokes are, pickup lines. If you got to fucking read a book, it's like, what am I going to say to this girl? Right. No, but if it's just how you
Comes
feel,
out, yeah.
it comes out naturally, that's that instant gratification right there.
Huh.
And I like that. And I write for the sake of just, like, I'll still write it down after the fact, but I write it down just because that's another part of the job. Like that's just documentation, you know. So if I ever decide to write a book or I got to do late night, they go, hey, yeah, we need a transcriber your set. I don't fucking gotta sit there and be like, oh, well, let me watch the video. I got it there already.
Sure.
You know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Plus, Chris Rock has this thing where he never attacks the same joke from the same angle, and I kind of like that. I kind of like going in, you know the punchline, but you want to figure out a different way to get to it. You know, and I found myself telling like maybe like the same joke 4 different ways, and it's awesome because it's in that you figured out how to take one good way and make 3 others.
Yeah.
And it's like dope to do that.
Sure.
So,
It's almost like, I mean, because you have only so much to be grabbing from information-wise, and then it's just like, how can I stem 5 different things out of this one idea?
exactly. If it's always point A to point B, then how you ever going to grow that set?
Sure.
So if you can do point A to Z back to C and shit like that, you can just keep. I want to, in my mind, my sets are like I'm looking for a rapist. I'm like, I got the string. I'm looking for he was here. He had a victim here. He did this. I like that shit in my head. So I'll take I have a joke about gluten and all that stuff. I used to just tell that joke alone by itself, and then I went to Italy, and then I had an experience in Italy where I found out they don't put pesticides in any of that shit in their food, and that joke grew because I had another experience, and I didn't let that one little point A to point B stop me from letting that joke grow. So it went from going, yeah, I hate people with gluten allergies, to go, now I understand why people got gluten allergies, because we're fucking up the food so much. And we're serving people like Ninja Turtle meat and shit over here and all that. And I went into that, and I was just able to grow that and make it bigger bits. Because it's when you watch a comic, there's usually a really good comic, your favorite comic's taking like 4 subjects and making them seem like one.
Sure.
You know, how the fuck
we
did
talked
he do that?
about that. What was that, last week? About how just expanding on that one material.
Because he got rid of that fucking bridge.
Right.
He's like, fuck this bridge. I'm going to figure out another way. If I got to try to fly to that motherfucking side, I'm going to fly.
Well,
and that's how I try to keep it now.
And that's what's so interesting about, like, not making it almost preachy, you know what I mean? Or not just me sitting there. Like, you know, Carlin's one of my heroes, you know what I mean? And it's just like, the guy just was able to take these ideas and just manifest them.
He was fucking great.
Yeah, and it's just like, but there is a point where it's like, is he almost preachery?
But that was that he created that for himself.
But exactly.
You know, there's people out there who aren't that, but they try to make that their niche. It's like after a while, he had an audience, and he kept growing, and he figured out something that worked for him. He was like, I get more people when I'm up here telling the truth.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, man.
That's more genuine, right? I mean,
yeah.
It's again getting back to what you said. What makes you laugh?
Yeah.
That's the one you remember. You don't have to write down.
Exactly.
And that's what will resonate with other people.
Now you gotta. I don't ever tell people don't write. You gotta write because you gotta. Eventually, you gotta take whatever you're working on and you gotta make a solid project out of it, and you gotta shoot it. And that's what I'm doing. I'm figuring out the best angle. I'm figuring out the best way to say things, and then eventually, when it's time to shoot a special, I'm like, this is how it's gonna go.
Yeah.
Boom. Now, if it's good and it works out, guess what? All that other stuff, all that other fat you had, now you can do something with that fat.
Yeah.
You can make it into something else. Like how familiar are you with Patrice? Like I love Patrice from the beginning. Like I remember watching clips of him where he used to just wear FUBU jerseys and bullshit hats.
Well, and like my introduction to him was through the Opie and Anthony show.
I never listened to that.
Really?
But I would just search comedy online. I remember he came to Philly one day, and I was like, who the fuck is this fat dude?
This guy.
He's hilarious.
Fucking kills.
But the thing he would do is so I remember watching him like do his half hour and shit like that. Like watching him do a half hour and hearing similar jokes, and you go, oh man, that joke isn't done yet. And then on another half hour, complete that joke.
Yeah.
But it's a different joke, but it's still completed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because he took the fat from that and was just like, no, I'm going to make something else.
Sure.
And it was awesome how he did that.
Well, going along with that, what's your thoughts about like the guys that just build this hour once a year and then just dispose of it?
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's what the fuck you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
You build an hour and then you get rid of it because it's a time capsule.
Sure.
You work on it, you go boom, 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 boom. This is everything that happened up up
To this
until this
point,
time,
yeah.
to this point, here it is. And then you go about your life and you live your goddamn life and you get more experiences. You know who's great for that shit and never, I don't know if he doesn't get credit for it, but he's just never in the talks of when people go, oh, this guy's a great comedian. Christopher Titus.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
I heard
motherfucker's
same thing not too long
amazing.
ago,
Yeah.
He's amazing.
Someone
I'm
said
sitting-
they saw him. I forget. I listened to another podcast, and it was a well-known comedian said that exact same thing.
He's a fucking beast. I used to watch Titus when I was younger. Just that show, Titus, and then he got another show. It was also entitled Titus, which didn't make any goddamn sense. But I remember watching his
egomaniac.
specials. Remember watching his specials and they were always different. And they were always periods in his life. He had one called Revolver or Evolver, and that was right after he got married and got divorced. He had one where he was just talking about the joys of being married, and then 2 years later, I think he kind of got divorced, and then that one was about the shittiness of going through a divorce. It was just like he lives his life and he brings it to the stage.
Yeah.
He never gets any fucking credit for it.
Yeah.
I never hear people go, "Yo, Christopher Titus is a fucking beast." Sinbad. No, I don't hear people go like that. Only comics give other comics credit.
Yeah,
I've heard
sure.
so many people go, Sinbad's a fucking beast. But people, the general audience will look at him like a clown, like, he's not. Sinbad was a fucking monster. He
Yeah.
had special after special. And,
Yeah,
and
he did.
guess what he
Yeah.
never did? Right. He did the Champs interview, and he was talking to them. He goes, never wrote a joke in my life. He got to go up there. He was like, even on specials, I'll go up there and I'll talk and murder. Norm Macdonald had a story. They did Montreal together. Norm Macdonald walked. They were going to get socks or some shit like that. And Norm Macdonald was all nervous, and he went back to his room, and he's like writing jokes. And he goes, Sinbad goes out there when we time to perform and just talked. And his set was just about getting socks and walking on cobblestone roads and shit like that, and annihilated because he was able to be in the moment.
Yeah. That's
That is good. Yeah, I've heard
Yeah.
some weird stories that when he first started, he was his own manager. He would have to do all his own
He
bookings,
was
do everything.
the shit.
So he's always been it.
He was fucking. He used to. There's some arrogant shit he would do, but in order to get in the club, he would go, "Let me get 10 minutes, just 10 minutes, please." Blah blah blah, and they're like, "All right, fine." And he'll go up to the host and go, "I'm taking your job," and go up
Shit.
there and
Bump him?
destroy.
Yeah.
And then they'll be like, "All right, so we're gonna use him now. We're not we'll pay you to do less time, but we're gonna use him to
Yeah.
be on these shows."
Have you ever had that happen to you?
Never. I'm
getting
not that
bumped?
good. Oh, getting bumped.
bumped?
Yeah, you always get bumped.
Yeah.
I've gotten bumped for people who I go, he's not even famous. Bumping is going to happen. You'll get bumped because that's somebody's friend.
Sure.
You always get bumped for bigger comics. Like I've been bumped for Chris Rock, Chappelle, all them. I don't even call that bumping.
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
just
that's
call
like
that-
good.
I just go, all right, thank you.
Yeah, exactly.
Shit. You know,
Do
I
that
still
again.
get paid.
Getting out of
but-
the way.
Yeah, I'm just moving the fuck out of your way. You earned that shit.
Yeah.
That's what is that? 25 years of being shit on.
Yeah.
Hell yeah,
Yeah.
you earned that. You can
Yeah,
bump
man.
me any day.
But that's a healthy outlook though, because like you said, a lot of these comics are fuck that guy now.
Oh yeah, what the fuck has he
Jaded.
done? He's paved the way.
Yeah.
Those guys can bump me any day.
Yeah.
Not only that, but there are guys like you mentioned, Godfrey, who
Yeah.
gave you some legitimacy before anyone else would.
Exactly.
So those guys have definitely done
bat
it for
for you.
other people, and because of that fact, yeah, you should get out of the way.
Oh
Let 'em
yeah,
all-
if Godfrey, I've been bumped for Godfrey, and he'll be like, "Hey, you mind if I go up before you?" I'm like, "Don't you ever disrespect me and ask me if I'm mine. You just fucking go
You
up
just
there
go, man.
and you do it."
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Have you gotten into the role of being able to mentor anybody now?
No, I don't want to mentor anybody.
Nah?
No, that's like a kid watching a kid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, fuck no, I'm not mentoring anybody.
Do you
I'll
think-
give you
Maybe
you
another
advice.
20 years before you start doing that.
Yeah, maybe let me go through some shit first. Let me lose a couple of $1,000, maybe $1 million and shit. Let me really fuck up. Everything has been going right for me. I can't tell you how to do something if nothing has went wrong.
Sure.
You know, everything has been going right. So I gotta
Hit some bumps.
hit
for a
some
little
bumps,
Bit.
hit some lows.
Yeah.
You know,
That's a
but-
really mature aspect though to have,
Yeah.
man. Because I think there's a lot of these guys that just
Yeah, everybody, but you also got to be kind of, just pay attention to what people are asking you, because a lot of people don't really want to. They want the answer. They want to know how to
golden
get it.
secret.
They don't. They
Yeah.
want a secret, and people hate it when people ask me, "Yo, man, so how do I go about doing this? By being funny."
Just do
And they
it.
hate it. They hate that answer. It's about being funny. And if you ask me that, then you aren't working on your funny.
Mm-hmm.
If I was always taught, if no one's checking for you, then you're not doing a good job. Checking for you means if people aren't going, you know who I want to see? I gotta see that guy Monroe. I gotta see this dude. If no one's doing that, you're not killing
doing it. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And a lot of people want that. A lot of people hit me up on Facebook or Twitter and stuff like that. Hey man, really appreciate what you're doing. Can you help me out? No. It's not that I don't want to help you out. It's because you're not doing the work.
You want
I
it
think
done
a lot
for
of
you.
people
Yeah.
now, they're doing what they think is work is networking.
Yeah, that's not networking is
that's
not
not
working.
work.
I help people that help themselves. I got a lot of people who aren't even my friends who I done vouch for. They don't even know it. Like how I done went to comedy club owners that I'm cool with, and I go, oh, you need to book this person. This person is really good. Or just like if an agent comes to me and I can't work with them, I go, well, you should check out this person. But I never tell them that because they're too busy fucking working.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That person that gotta text me, hey man, can you help me with this? No, because you should be able to fucking do it.
Yeah.
If I see you working, then I'm gonna help.
That's awesome.
And not only that, but it didn't really happen that way for you either.
It
so,
didn't.
Yeah.
Keith didn't give a fuck until he seen me work. He was friendly with me because like that's his thing. He's gonna be friendly to all comics, but until he seen me working, and then he seen people kind of chatting me up, going blah blah blah, and he approached me like that. He was like, I hear people talking about you a little bit. He was like, I see what you're doing wrong. I'm not going to tell you what you're doing wrong. I'm going to let you figure it out on your own, but I'm also help you out with this. And he never gave me a cookie cutter thing. It was just like boom, boom. He never gave me anything except information.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even like you need to hit this person up. It was just like all this information was always like to better myself. It was like you lifting weights and somebody comes over and they go, straighten your elbows up a little bit. And that's all the fuck he did. Straighten up, arch your back.
Helped you work on your form.
Yeah, help you work on your form, but that's the shit that's going to build that good foundation. So he helped me build a solid foundation.
Nice.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, and people don't want to hear that. People
Yeah.
don't want to hear,
Well,
hey,
it's-
man, just...
It really takes away the mystery of it. Then it's just putting
Yeah.
in the fucking work. It's just
It's-
like
you gotta
it's just
put in
like
the work.
dieting, you know. It's just-
people forget that work goes into this shit. People, well, you hear comic shit on like big comics like Kevin Hart. People go, oh man, Kev, he ain't doing anything. Kev was doing comedy since 1998. He been famous for the last 5 to 7 years. He did a lot of fucking work. That wasn't overnight.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of his act talks about that. Him being on the road in the van with his manager.
Yeah.
Going from town to town.
People don't want to, but people don't want to hear that. People hated Dane Cook. Dane Cook fucking reached out to those every show he did. Yo, let me get your AOL. Let me get this. Let me get this. And he always kept that connection. He
Yeah.
put in the fucking work. People never want to give people that credit. There's like, man, look at that. He got it easy. Even if you do get it easy, you still got to do the work eventually.
Yeah.
So even at like Tracy Morgan blew up 6 months into doing comedy. He still got to be funny.
Yeah.
He still got to work on being funny. He still got to maintain that shit.
The longevity is what
Yeah.
you're working towards. Yeah. Because you can. I think who did we talk to about that being seen too soon? You know, and
you
then
can be seen too soon, but if you're seen too soon, you got to realize, like, hey, now you got to fucking
It forces you to
work
swim
harder.
faster. Sure.
We were
You
talking
gotta
about,
swim faster.
Like Greg Giraldo, like that almost happened to him. Where I mean, he got a show real fast
Right
off
off
the
the
bat.
bat.
Yeah.
Like before his actual material and everything kind of caught up with him.
But he put in that work. You still got to put in that work at the end of the day, no matter what you do.
Well, being a younger comic, I want to ask you, what's your opinion about the evolution of stand-up? Do you think, what's the next thing?
I feel like the industry controls the evolution too much.
You think so?
Yeah, I feel like the industry kind of overdoes it a little bit. And I think it's dying down a little bit. Well, not comedy, but just like trends. At one point, comedy got real trendy. Remember that shit?
Well, we were talking
Comedy,
about
it was
that.
just so trendy.
It's
Everybody was fucking a nerd. Everybody was a loser in their set. No one got laid. No one fucking. No one was
it's not like that
attractive.
now.
Everybody was very like so. I have a hard time with women. Like, I don't go to comedy clubs to see losers.
There's almost like a natural phase of that, I feel like, where there's just these weird points in time where it's like, why am I watching the same fucking comic over and over again?
Over and over again.
It's like,
Nobody
what-
was
Where
relatable.
was the convention of like, all right, guys, let's do the exact same
Yeah,
thing?
it was like everybody was like, "Yeah, so pencils are funny, right?" And it was like, "Who gives a shit? Where's your heart?" And it was funny because it was hard not getting trapped into that shit. Cause I always wore glasses, but the thing is that for a brief time my glasses broke, so I had to stop wearing glasses. And when I moved to New York, I wasn't wearing any glasses. When I was in Philly, I had glasses for a little bit, and then they broke, and I couldn't afford another pair. So when I moved to New York, I was just glassless, right? But then I started making money, getting a little bit of money so I can afford to get a prescription. Got my glasses. People all mad. Oh, you're trying to be acceptable. You're trying to do that. Your look doesn't fucking determine how acceptable you are.
Sure.
It's your material.
All of a sudden, you're funny when you put them on.
Yeah,
Like,
I got funny because I put on glasses. No, I got funny because I worked on the shit. But people forget about that. People go, "Oh, well, this is his trick. He's wearing glasses." Like, what?
his
You're an
niche.
idiot if you think glasses is what's changing all of it. It's not Clark Kent and Superman.
yeah, that's exactly the analogy I was
Yeah. But it went through a time where everybody was the same. And you had people who were really good at what they did, and they were naturally like that. And then you had people who were just pretending to do that. And I feel like it's regressing, and it's kind of dying from that. You know, it's not many losers in comedy anymore.
That, and there's a lot of like good-looking people too, man.
Yeah, Dad. What happened when people were shit? There was shit on good-looking people. If you couldn't be in shape, I want to be in shape. Shit, I want to be fuckable. I'm not. I want women to want to have sex with me because I'm funny and I look good.
Yeah.
That's what the fuck I want. I don't want to be like, I'm a fat piece of shit.
But I'm funny.
Yeah, but I'm funny. I got a good personality. Fuck personality. Tinder exists. You can't tell me personality is important. You're swiping on someone's face, you know shit about their personality.
Nope.
Nope.
Fucking loser.
Oh, look at this
Ugly.
douche.
No,
Ugly. But he got a good personality. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, we're
I had an actor
rude
teacher
out.
told me that shit. She goes, "You're natural. You gotta dress a little better." And I go, "What?" And she goes, "Yeah, just dress a little better." She's like, you're cute, but
You're a
you gotta be
little slummy.
fuckable. That's what she said. She was like, you're cute, but you gotta be fuckable. She was
So
like,
fucked up, man.
not only do you want the casting director if the most casting directors are female, you want them to fantasize about it,
A little later.
but you also, they gotta be able to think who else can fuck you. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So they're thinking about that. They're like, maybe I won't fuck him, but somebody else will.
Yeah.
Somebody, I'm gonna put him here because
Put
he's
him in
gonna
this
be hot in
category.
this situation.
So we're not talking about porn casting, are we, right now?
No.
Just wanted to clarify.
That's funny though.
Yeah, I should let Matt sit here because I gotta piss.
Oh, Matt,
Yeah,
yeah.
get
dude,
over
I know
here,
you're
Matthew.
Matt. Come on in,
I was gonna
Matt.
put you there, but
But then we
We'll
just be
sit here.
sharing the mic and
yeah,
it'd be gay.
no, he
I
would
mean,
have to take
sorry,
that
not
mic.
gay. I'm very progressive. Just be like,
And you should tell him
hey,
about
buddy.
the incident last night up at the front bar. That was
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
I
hey.
tweeted about that.
Oh, I don't know if we wanna talk about it.
tweeted
Let's
the
talk about it.
conversation. I just go.
What's up, Matt? Shit, man.
How we doing?
man.
I heard good-looking comics, and that's when you guys
He's a
called me
good-looking
over.
fucking comic.
yeah.
Do people probably make you feel bad about that? Men make you feel bad about that shit.
No, I don't. No, I don't worry about. I don't.
Yeah,
worry
you
about
don't
it.
worry about that shit. Yeah, who gives a shit? Oh, look at him. He's so good looking. No one wants to listen to him. Shut up. Fucking, just go up there and do your shit.
Just do it up, yeah.
Have fun.
It is kind of true though. I mean, name like 3 hot-looking comics that are leading. There's no leading man comic anywhere. Like the closest thing was Dane Cook.
Kevin Hart's a good looking comic.
Yeah, but he's 4'2".
Okay,
he's
so
not
he's
a
not
leading
intimidating.
man material.
Okay.
Well,
so,
Bill Burr's kind of. I mean, if he younger
Bill Burr,
Bill Burr, yeah, a little bit.
like Brad Pitt, Bill Burr. They
No
just
one
doesn't-
likes redheads. No one likes redhead men.
You don't
I've
think
never
so?
seen a woman go, ooh, I want his pasty dick
What about
in me.
Andrew Santino?
Who?
Andrew Santino, you know him?
I don't know him.
Oh, you don't
You
know
got a
him?
thing for gingers, huh?
Yeah, I guess so. I miss Dave. I gotta say, I miss Dave already.
what about Louis
Lachlan is
C.K.?
a good looking
Louis
dude.
C.K.
Lachlan
Yeah,
is good.
Everybody
funny.
wanted to bang Lachlan last week.
That's
man.
true.
Okay,
Every
Lachlan.
chick.
Every single chick come through.
the other guy that has a special right now on Netflix.
Who?
Which one?
Krista Leah, Jay
Krista
Farrell's a good looking dude. Even if TJ Miller loses weight, he's a good looking guy. Even if he's a good looking guy. There's a lot of good looking comics. There are not not that many Brad Pitts of comedy, but there aren't that many ugly people in comedy. There are a lot of there are a lot of 7s.
Yeah.
There are a lot of 7s
Yeah.
coming. And 7 is normal.
Yeah.
It's because that it goes back down to the relatability. Like most people can't relate to fucking drop dead good looking guys.
Because most good looking guys don't really have a struggle. They don't have a struggle.
Right.
So I'm pretty sure if there was a good looking guy who was like, yeah, my mom was on crack, my dad used to beat me, blah, 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 but he made it funny, they would forget what the fuck he looked like because he brought himself down a peg. He was relatable in there.
Yeah.
But most good-looking comics aren't relatable because all they're doing is talk about, well, women are different, and you ever get so drunk, they're just fucking their party comics.
Well, we had this conversation with Nikki Glazer because she,
She's a good-looking girl.
Exactly, and like she was. I mean, I don't know if you heard that whole Christopher Hitchens article he did in Vogue about how women aren't funny. And it's not that they aren't funny; it's just that they don't need to be as funny because they're fucking hot. Because everybody wants to fuck them anyway. Right?
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
Well, that's
But
a
there's
big
nothing better
switch.
than an ugly comic, though.
That's a big switch, though. There was no good-looking female comics like in the past. Now they're coming out of
they're
everywhere.
popular.
There
Yeah,
are.
sure.
Yeah.
Angela Johnson is. Angela Johnson.
There's a lot of cute comics. There's a lot of cuties.
Yeah.
And a lot of cute female comics who you're just like, I'll listen to her for a little bit.
Ellen was probably
But I have
the
so my
generation.
ex-girlfriend is a comic.
Is she?
So yeah, but
Yeah?
she's super attractive. But she had that. She used to have to battle with that. She was like, she likes dressing up. Her friends are fucking models. She's into fashion and all that shit. So she always brought herself down a peg. And I go, why? There's people who can relate to who you are naturally.
Sure.
So why the fuck are you going on there with a sweatshirt on, trying to dumb yourself down? Just fucking play to your level.
Yeah.
I don't know if she does that. If she does that now, but.
Well, let me ask you this, man. A little bit off of this, but like, what's the next step then? Are you wanting to get into writing more production-based
My
stuff?
next step,
Or what?
I don't know. I know what I want it to be, but I don't know what it's actually going to be. I want to be able to have multiple specials before I want to be on my second special before I release like my life story show or something like that,
Okay.
or at least be on my first special and stuff like that.
Do you have a timeline for that first special?
Whenever is right, man.
Yeah.
Whenever is right. Like, I thought I was going to do the half hour this year. Didn't. So I think this year may be the year to really build a solid hour, do a late night, and then drop it out, and then release it.
Yeah.
I think that's the way it should go, because it's just like, all right, I think everything happens for a reason. I go, all right, I didn't get the late night not because I didn't get the half hour not because I'm funny, because it just wasn't the time, and it may not be right for me, you know? So I'm like, all right, I got a shitload of road dates coming up. I'm on the road twice a month. I can put together a solid goddamn hour and start getting like contracts in for stuff, and then try to get a late night set in.
So
that's my thing.
You're basically just building content right now.
Building content.
Yeah.
You got to give them something to. You got to give them something to go back to. So if I release an hour and it may not hit now, Chappelle's hour, then his first hour did not hit. I remember watching it and being like, this is awesome, but no one give a fuck. He had to buy it back from HBO.
Yeah.
And then Chappelle's show came out, and then that
That's
shit was
funny.
in demand,
Sure.
and people wanted to see it, and then he was able to drop the next one. That may be the case in this situation. That may be like, all right, do this, drop this hour. All right, may not be a hit, but now I lucked out and I got in the movie, or I was able to get like a pilot picked up or something like that and got buzzed. Now people are gonna go want to research me, and now that curiosity is what's gonna raise my stock a little bit.
Absolutely.
And then I can probably drop another hour 2 years later.
Do you what do you think of like the Last Comic Standing? Like, has that obviously given
Oh
you
yeah, Last
some-
Comic Standing it helped me. It definitely it was something I wanted to do. I remember being in Philly, and Roy Wood Jr. came in there, and I remember watching him on TV. Go, dude, I would love to do this show. My friend going, nah, man, that show stink. You don't want to do that shit.
Yeah.
And having the opportunity to be on it and fucking going far, being 7 out of 150 people.
Yeah.
Because they only aired 100. There was 150 people that auditioned for that shit. Maybe 7? I'm like, that's good. That made me feel great.
Sure, absolutely.
You know? And what that did was that drew an attention from the industry. That drew an attention from an audience. But the industry, once the Last Comic came about, then everything else started. Like before the last comic even aired, like I was already like talking to agents. I was already having meetings with like casting directors and stuff like that. And then I went to Montreal, and then from Montreal, I had a really good set at Montreal, and a lot of people were talking about me and like maybe 4 of the comics there.
Yeah.
And from there, that's where like it was like not even a bidding war, just like, we want you on this, we want to see him on this.
Yeah.
I got to meet with him. We got to do this. We got to do this. Now the next step in that is all those people I met with, give them something.
Yeah, sure.
You know, start writing my own personal
Absolutely.
show, start making deals with them and stuff like that, so that doesn't die down.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, absolutely. Matt, what about you, man? What's coming up for you?
What's up for you, motherfucker?
I'm just here because I'm really hoping Monroe's going to take me under his wing and be my,
Be the mentor.
my mentor.
Hey,
I want him to be my.
come on, young
I
fella.
want to be his bump in the road. Is what I want to be. He's the dark side of comedy, and I'm definitely the light side.
Dude, this motherfucker's amazing,
He's
man.
funny. He's a funny guy.
Eddie, we went out yesterday. He's what I want to be in regular life. He knows every fucking body.
I know. Well,
Every fucking. I want that. I
Yeah.
don't know everybody.
well,
and I
half this
tried.
production is all his shit, you know.
Dude, it's so awesome. We went to 3 strip clubs and he knew every
Yeah.
fucking
Oh,
body.
you're the guy that took
Whoa,
it.
wait. Hey, I do
I'm sorry. Am I not?
Gentlemen's
I do work for the CW network. I don't know if I should be.
gentlemen's establishment.
We went to
We
bars.
went to the library. We went to go study.
I'm
Went to
sorry. I'm sorry
Costco.
for blowing every spot.
It's quite all right.
But he's that cool dude. I want to be that cool dude where you can just go somewhere and people go, oh, yeah, come on, man.
Yeah,
Have a
yeah.
seat, house things, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, yeah.
I told him about a lap dance I got without paying for it.
Yeah.
Because the chick just talking to her. Remember the first one? She was awesome. I wouldn't have did that shit on my own. Who's this motherfucker?
That's awesome.
What if when she gave you the free lap dance, she looked at you and she was like, "Tell me a joke."
I would have been like, I probably would have told him. I would have been like, knock, knock.
I left my joke book at home.
She's like, "I gave you a free lap dance."
Dude,
Come back to the place. I'll tell you. as
it was
many things as
awesome.
you want.
Yeah,
It was
man.
freaking dope, man.
That's awesome.
I
Well,
wanna
where are
be
we at
him.
on time? Let's just double check.
5 minutes, 10 minutes, something like that.
Wait,
wanna
yeah, we only
be
have 5
you,
minutes.
Matt.
All
No.
right. Well,
And I want to be. And it's funny because we have very similar stories and backgrounds we were talking about
Yeah,
last night because
yeah.
I'm adopted and I'm New York. We're back from the East, but yeah, and the differences between West Coast, East Coast. Like I'm doing my thing here. I'm nowhere near Monroe's level, but we have like the same kind of mental thoughts and
Yeah.
and
That's
jokes.
that orphanage shit. We never
Right.
been in the orphanage, but you know, that's that survival shit. You just gotta think outside the box.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, plug away, man. What else you
I
got?
don't know what you want me to plug.
Whatever you got.
Monroe Martin. That's what everything. Monroe Martin.
You're not gonna get a response. It's like, you're not gonna get a response.
Hey, well, yeah. Thank you for not responding.
No, see, yeah, see, you'll tweet. People might tweet you, but
You're not going to get a response back from
No,
from
I'll
Monroe.
respond. I'll definitely respond. I say thank you, or if it's positive,
Yeah.
I'll go back and forth. I don't respond to negativity because most people only go on
Yeah,
Twitter
feed
to
into that shit. There's no need
because
for
they don't
that.
have. They're bored at their dead end job.
Right, exactly.
You know, and I was
Stir
like,
the
I'm not
shit.
going to entertain you in your horseshit job. Do
Yeah.
better in life.
Exactly.
They have that like everybody on Twitter has that like knee-jerk shitty person reaction, and there's no filter or way to stop it. It's just
Yeah,
like,
everybody's
it's just like,
shitty,
oh,
man.
What's the shittiest thing I can say?
It's like
Yeah.
it's just funny to watch people just sit around and troll and try to say shit. And I'll say that to people. I go, get a life, man.
Yeah.
Fucking, I'm glad I can make you. I'm glad I can give you something to talk about, but you also need to get a life.
Yeah.
It's funny, Monroe will not respond on that, and I sent him a Facebook thing along.
No, you didn't.
He's responded to that. But if you're in Tinder, he will get on that shit like immediately. Like if that's what you're on,
You goddamn right.
Like that message is already in
What's
your
up,
inbox
ladies?
before you even
Yeah.
sent that.
Come on, Tinder.
That's what's
We
up.
were talking about doing that on stage one night, like making this screen. The
Yeah,
Tinder,
make it available.
and
Could
just
you do
doing,
that?
Like a
You
set
want
that
it?
would be
I'm
Tinder on like as a
Could
show.
you do that?
Can we do that, Wes? He can
That'd
figure
be
this
fun.
shit. You want to do it? Swipe through?
Yeah, if
Critique.
I can swipe through it.
Yeah, man.
How the fuck?
Oh yeah,
We'll figure something
we'll
out.
link it up to the screen.
Yeah, man.
Hey, that'd be
That'd
fun.
be hilarious.
It was like,
Maybe we
look at
could
this.
get a chick to come
dialogue.
into the club from Tinder.
That would be.
That'd be awesome.
Fuck, man. From the early show into the late, that would be great. And we'll have to
Yeah,
figure
I'm gonna
something
try.
out.
That would
My
be nice.
comedy's
Matt,
my tender
what's
now.
up with you, man? What's coming up?
I'm actually here at House of Comedy a lot.
Yeah.
Coming up.
We got to get
here
you
all
on like a
week, and-
full podcast, man. Like,
We
it'd be
need to.
Yeah, it'd be
I'd
cool.
like to use my equipment one of these
Right.
days. It'd be fantastic.
Jesus Christ, man. You don't even look at this. You didn't even let this man use his own shit.
Well, no, I went to film school and I got all this stuff to go to, and they're like, "Hey, we need stuff for the podcast." I'm like, "I don't really know how to use it because they always made me the talent every time we did something." So I'm like, "Go for it." So
Hey, now look at this shit.
Yeah, now
You
I'm
the
like,
man.
I'm glad you're
He's
not
the
like
man.
one of those people. I want my shit back.
No, he's been.
Give me my
awesome
stuff
about it,
back.
man. Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
Well, cool guys. Well, thank you so much. Really
Thank
appreciate it.
you. Appreciate
Yeah.
it. Thank you
We
for
will get you
having
in
me.
here, man. Yeah, it'd be
Absolutely.
awesome. Awesome, guys. Thank you.
All right. Damn.